The gray metal of the Galactic Council chamber reflected the artificial light of 1,000 stars, casting shadows across the alien representatives. High Counselor Vex, his scaled skin the color of deep space, slammed his ceremonial staff against the floor. Humanity has violated no treaties, he proclaimed. Their colony world falls outside our protected sectors. The motion to intervene is denied. Ambassador James Miller, the lone human in the chamber, stood silently. His weathered face betrayed nothing as the Dravian delegation stormed out. He'd spent 15 years representing Earth's interests in this chamber, advocating for peace while never once mentioning the sleeping giant back home. Ambassador, Vex said privately after the session ended, your species continues to puzzle me. The Dravians have seized 3 of your outposts, yet you propose no military response. Miller smiled. High Counselor, where I come from, we have an old saying, don't mistake peace for weakness. Curious, Vex replied, what does it mean? It means exactly what it says, Miller answered, leaving the chamber. Admiral Kate Reed stared at the tactical display aboard the TES Inevitable, Earth's first stealth dreadnought. 300 ships, humanity's ghost fleet, sat in deep space, invisible to conventional scanners. For 30 years, Earth had maintained the appearance of a minor spacefaring power while secretly building the most advanced armada in known space. The Dravians have removed their diplomatic court from all human worlds, her second-in-command, Commander Tom Wilson, reported. Intelligence suggests they're planning a full-scale invasion of Nova Terra. Reed nodded. They believe we're defenseless. 7 billion colonists on Nova Terra, and the Dravians think we'll just abandon them. She activated the fleet-wide communication system. All ships, this is Admiral Reed. Operation Delayed Response is now active. Remember your training. Remember what we protect. On Nova Terra, Colony Governor Alex Barnes watched the Dravian warships descend through the atmosphere. The colony's modest defense force, intentionally kept small and outdated, scrambled in apparent panic. Barnes knew her role in the charade that had been maintained for decades. She activated the emergency broadcast system. Citizens of Nova Terra, this is Governor Barnes. We are under attack by Dravian forces. Remain calm and proceed to your designated shelters. What the broadcast didn't mention were the shelters' true nature, hardened military bunkers containing state-of-the-art weapons and combat exoskeletons, or the fact that 80% of Nova Terra's adult population had undergone covert military training disguised as emergency preparedness programs. As the first Dravian shuttles landed, Barnes entered her command code into the planetary defense network. Beneath the colony's farms and cities, silos opened, revealing missile batteries that had been hidden since the colony's founding. Supreme Commander Kraz of the Dravian hegemony stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching the human colony grow larger on the view screen. His mandibles clicked with anticipation. The humans have no ships in the sector, his tactical officer reported. Their colony defenses are minimal. Victory is assured. Excellent, Kraz said. Begin landing operations. I want this world secured within 1 planetary rotation. The first wave of drop ships had just entered the atmosphere when alarms blared across the command deck. Multiple hyperspace signatures. The sensor officer shouted. 300. No, 400 vessels approaching from all vectors. Kraz's compound eyes widened. Impossible. Human fleet registry shows only 40 ships total. The tactical display erupted with new contacts as humanity's ghost fleet emerged from stealth, surrounding the Dravian invasion force in a perfect 3-dimensional encirclement. Sir, the communications officer said, voice trembling, we're receiving a transmission from the human vessel. Admiral Reed's face appeared on the main screen. Dravian forces, this is Admiral Kate Reed of the Terran Fleet. You have entered human territory with hostile intent. You will power down your weapons systems immediately and prepare to be boarded. Kraz bristled. You dare threaten the might of the Dravian hegemony? We will crush your... This is not a threat, Reed interrupted. This is merely informing you of what happens next. The transmission ended, and Kraz turned to his tactical officer. Launch all fighters. Target their flagship. Before he could finish the order, the ship rocked violently, Reports flooded in, planetary defense systems activating, ground forces encountering heavy resistance from what should have been unarmed colonists, and the devastating precision of the human fleet's weapons. 3 days later, Ambassador Miller stood once again before the Galactic Council, but this time the chamber was deathly silent. For generations, he began, humanity has sought peaceful coexistence. We joined this council with open hands, while the Dravian hegemony mistook our restraint for weakness. That mistake has cost them their fleet and their ambitions of conquest. High Counselor Vex leaned forward. You concealed your military capabilities from this council. We concealed nothing, Miller countered. We never claimed to be defenseless. We simply chose not to display our strength unnecessarily. The universe has now witnessed why, for centuries, humans have cautioned, don't mistake peace for weakness. Vex's eyes narrowed. And what does humanity want now? Miller's expression remained neutral. The same thing we've always wanted, peace. But now the terms of that peace will acknowledge certain realities. As Miller outlined humanity's conditions, representatives from a dozen worlds shifted uncomfortably in their seats. Each had, at some point, dismissed humans as passive, technologically inferior beings. Now they recognized their fatal error. They had mistaken humanity's patience for weakness, their diplomacy for fear. The universe had learned its lesson too late. Humanity hadn't wanted war, but they had prepared for it nonetheless, understanding a truth as old as their species, that true peace comes not from appearing harmless, but from being too formidable to challenge. And now, everyone knew it.